Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Moltrap here, coming at you with Game 3 of ZerO versus HoGiL. And sorry about that little glitch there. I had to pause for a second to pull something up on the side here. This is Game 3 of ZerO versus HoGiL, and before I forget again, because I've already forgotten in 2 games in a row here, and actually more games before that, I have some shoutouts to give. Some people that donated to me and wanted some shoutouts, and you know, I'm definitely appreciative. And by the way, you know, I get some emails from people that say, you know, I don't have any money to give you, but I really like your videos, and thanks for the hard work that you do. And you know what? Those, to be honest, those mean as much to me as donations do. I really appreciate that. Those are the, you know, messages that have kept me going, commentating for over 3 years now. Although there was a couple times when I got some donations from fans and was able to survive and, you know, eat and not be homeless as well. So I guess technically that's also kept me going in a different fashion. I actually was listening to the radio the other day, and they're talking about this musician who had some major medical emergency and appealed to his fans, and they bought some old unreleased stuff and, you know, funded his surgery, or I don't know, something like that. And he was talking on the radio about how it just felt really good that people cared enough about him just to help him out like that. And, you know, I was able to empathize with that a lot. So just mad thanks to anyone that's donated to me in the past in general. Anyway, so first of all, shout out to Bill in Japan. Your buddy who donated wanted me to ask you to play more StarCraft 2 and less StarCraft 1. Maybe I should have done this that shout out on a StarCraft 2 video, huh? Although, oh, there's a little Bacchus energy drink he's holding up there. I was actually in a Korean market, local Korean market the other day, and there's a stack of Bacchus energy drinks, and I kind of smirked to myself because I knew that they sponsored a... Anyway, there was also Jinro soju, Jinro liquor. So if you know liquid Jinro, that's kind of funny, I guess, that it's liquid Jinro, since Jinro is a kind of liquid in Korea. Anyway, yes. So Bill in Japan, play more SC2. Also major shout out to Conj from Vietnam. He wrote me a really nice letter, actually, with his donation. That made me feel really good. So mad props to him. I'm glad that that my videos have brought you solace over the years, and that's actually something I've got that a lot from people too, which is kind of cool. People saying, oh yeah, you know, your videos helped me during school to relax and stuff like that, and that's always cool. Anyway, this is on the map Aztec, and we've got both players are going to scout each other right off the bat and see exactly what each other is doing. Very similar builds at this point. Very similar builds. We've got both players doing pool gas in base. I think that was a pool, right? And there's an expansion up for... Oh gosh, I missed the colors again. Oh no. Oh wait, I think... Oh, they've got the same... Dang it! They've got the same first character for their names. They've got almost the same names in the characters. Alright, I'm gonna have to pause and check real quick. Alright, sorry about that. So ZerO is the red player, by the way. I'm so sorry about that. Hopefully I'll put the colors in the video description anyway, if I remember. Sometimes I just have to upload these and as I'm heading out the door or something like that, and I don't have time to put the video descriptions on. So sometimes if you see that I've uploaded a video as private and then set it to public later, that's partly why, because then if the parts mess up, I can re-upload it before everyone complains about, where's part 2? Where's part 2? Anyway, so ZerO, wow, actually, what's going on here? So ZerO has 4 Zerglings he's running up into HoGiL's base, and HoGiL has 4 Zerglings as well. Both players have expansions down that they're going to try and protect. ZerO putting a little bit of pressure on here, and actually, we saw some drones coming out earlier for HoGiL, so that's why he only has these 4 Zerglings here to counter the 4 Zerglings. Oh, almost gets a drone! Wow, and that drone actually has not been mining for a little bit, so let's That's just a tiny little advantage that ZerO's going to get out of that from stopping that drone from mining. Overlord's just going to chill in that base and see what's going on for a little while longer. More Zerglings are now going to pop out. So HoGiL squeezed in some extra drones there instead of getting Zerglings after his pool popped, all Zerglings. And now, so ZerO was able to put on a little bit of pressure, but ZerO, I think, once he saw that, he was able to pressure with those 4 Zerglings, and then also probably squeeze in some extra drones. He knew that HoGiL had gotten extra drones and got some of his own. And look at these, he's trying to sneak some Zerglings. How did those Zerglings all survive? That was amazing. Running the gauntlet and living to tell the tale. Very interesting. It looked like he was trying to run those Zerglings by, or he's trying to get that drone as it came out to mine at the natural. Both player Spires are going to pop here pretty soon as well. Looks like, let's see, red is, now I'm going to have to pay attention to the middle character. Yeah, so ZerO is the character, the one on the left in the readout at the bottom. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so ZerO's starting to put a lot more, both players actually putting a lot more Zerglings. HoGiL has a lot of Zerglings at his front door now. And he's going to actually run 4 Zerglings all the way around the side there, outside of any vision of Overlords that may be trying to spot any path that Zerglings might take. Very, very interesting. You can see on the minimap this little, I can actually point at the minimap because I've got my own mouse. You can see the little line of the vision, but it looks like he's going to spot those Zerglings and run his own Zerglings back to his home base. But more Zerglings are meeting up with those 4 anyway. He's sent out all of his Zerglings. No, never mind. Those 4 are running in. He is going to spot them. Okay, they are going to meet up at his main base here. He's going to watch out for those drones. Pull that drone. Pull that drone. No. Okay, drone's okay. Mulus popping out. Oh, HoGiL going for a kind of a timing attack. And it was a little bit too late. Trying to send in some Scourge first to fight those Mulisks. So the Mulisks are occupied with the Scourge and can't engage the extra Zerglings. Very nice move. He takes one of the Scourge, kills the other one. More Scourge coming in. He has to fight those Zerglings with his Mutalisks, or otherwise he's going to lose a ton of drones. ZerO's in big trouble here. He needs to run all of his drones out of his natural expansion. He's got the Mutalisks. This is actually a beautiful play by HoGiL. Sending in Scourge. They produce faster. They're going to get in the base a little bit quicker, and so he's able to meet up with the Zerglings. So the Mutalisks were not able to counter the extra Zerglings. He produced lots and lots of Zerglings. Probably skipped out on a couple drones there or something. Had a ton of Zerglings in the bank and tried to hide some of them. I don't know if that affected things at all for ZerO. But coming in with those Scourge, and he had to basically run away from the Scourge, so he couldn't engage the Zerglings with his own with his own Mutalisks. So ZerO took some extra damage there. Now, I think he actually made a little bit of a blunder with the Zerglings as well, since as he was running away with his own Zerglings, he wasn't really engaged. When he turned to engage the enemy Zerglings, it wasn't fully engaged. Although somehow ZerO with extra supply, actually. ZerO with 34 supply, and I think that's because his Mutalisks didn't die, whereas the Scourge did die. So, he had some more longer-lasting supply, and he's going to pick off drones as well. Beautiful move there. A single red Zergling gets all the way into the main before it perishes. He does a little bit scout the drone count there. Not a lot of drones. Wow, he had actually sent 3 of his drones from his main minerals to mine his natural gas, and they died to those Zerglings. So ZerO now with a very big lead. Look at the supply, 37 to 30. He's having to run away from these Scourge. Those things could turn around quickly if these Scourge land. He's having to run and fight, run and fight, run and fight, run and fight. He's only taken a couple Scourge. Ow, takes another Scourge. I like how that was painful for me to watch. Now he's got his own Scourge in the mix. Oh, ZerO doesn't land his own Scourge. He had a perfect opportunity to land a Scourge there, but he had it grouped up with his mutas, so when he moved the mutas away as part of his micro of his Mutalisks, the Scourge went with him. But look at the supply difference now, 32 supply, so he did kill off a couple mutas of ZerO's, to 27 supply now, 36 to 27. So that is a full 8 supply ahead, 9 supply ahead. It's kind of bouncing around, and that is a lot in this kind of a game. And here we go, more Scourge coming in. He lands a lot of Scourge. ZerO taking lots of Scourge this game, actually. Not microing terribly well against the Scourge, but he's microing well enough that he's staying ahead in the food count, 33 to 24 now, still 9 ahead in the food count, which means that he's either got extra extra army or extra drones, and either way, he's in good shape if he's got either of those. I think he has a couple extra drones, so he's kicking in more gas at this point. Yeah, only one drone on gas at the natural expansion for HoGiL, so that's part of why, well, actually, I don't know what. He's still depending on Scourge a lot, though. He's been able to land lots of them, actually, surprisingly. Now, I like this. ZerO's actually getting out his own Scourge, sending him after HoGil's Mutalisk. Not a lot are landing, but enough is forcing HoGil's Mutalisk to fall back so that he can micro against HoGil's Scourge at the same time. Now, a nice little survival of Scourge there, surrounding, kind of accompanying ZerO's Mutalisk. Now, ZerO has lost some drones as well, though. Still ahead in the food count, but he lost a couple drones there. He's going to have to either re-drone up. He's got a lot of Scourge as well. So again, if now this is a position where, oh, and he's going to pick off an Overlord. Nicely done. This is a position where if either player lands more Scourge, they're going to be able to get a little bit more ahead. And if ZerO can land those Scourge, it'll be good. But if HoGiL can micro against all of those Scourge successfully, that'll be an opportunity for him to kind of fight his way back into this game. Some Zerglings headed out for HoGiL, though. I don't know if ZerO has any anti-Zergling defense in his main base. I don't think he has any Zerglings there to defend with, and his Mutalisks are fighting in HoGil's main. Oh, sucks a whole bunch of Scourge. It just takes a lot of Scourge on that attack there, and doesn't kill a lot of them off with just the micro. And now he's going for the kill, though. He's going to try and kill off that clump of Mutalisks. They've got nowhere to run. He needs to turn around and micro against those Scourge, but if he does, he'll get hit by the Mutalisks as well. Zerglings in the main base, though, are stopping ZerO from mining, so he's chasing down this group of Mutalisks. He's probably got them perfectly cloned right now. He's going to have to micro perfectly to stop all these Scourge. He's had enough time. He's angling his Mutalisks to cut him off. Perfectly cloned Scourge. Oh my gosh, is he going to be able to fight them off? He's fighting around in circles. ZerO's Mutalisks come in now and try and hit, and he splits them up. Wow, splits them up to save them, but what the heck? ZerO has lost several drones. ZerO's lost a lot of drones now. That's really, really horrible. He was hoping for the kill.